Are you a service-based business owner looking to increase profits to fund your lifestyle? Well, this podcast is for you. We bring you inspirational guests sharing actionable tips to solve many of the struggles you face each and every day. And now, over to your host, Paul Higgins.
Hi, Paul here. Before we get into the show, would you like to make a great first impression on LinkedIn? If so, I have something just for you. When people search for your name on Google, your LinkedIn profile will normally come up first. Before meeting someone for the first time, how often do they view your LinkedIn profile? For many coaches and consultants I begin to work with, their profiles don't do them any justice. I've created a simple solution where you can whip your profile into shape to have your best foot forward when attracting new clients on LinkedIn. Go to blgdownload.com, so that's blgdownload.com to get your 5 killer tips today. Hello to the Build, Live, Give solo podcast, episode number 235. If it is your first time, welcome. And if you love what you hear, please subscribe. If you're a regular, thanks for your support. Let me know a topic you would love me to cover at paul@buildlivegive.com. So a big shout out to Mary, who inspired me to talk about today's topic. Mary has helped me build my own personal branding website. See it yourself at paulhigginsmentoring.com. And I'd love for you to let me know what you think. Once again, just email me. I'm on LinkedIn. You'll find me, but I'd love to know your feedback. And also, you can check out past shows on your favorite platform. Just search Build, Live, Give. So today's topic is calling BS on 12-month mentoring programs. You will learn why I believe in sprints, not marathons, and how to find out how I do my own sprints. So I read a book back in the early 2000s. To be honest, I can't remember the name of it. I read so many books back then. And what it talked about is the first 90 days was the most important in any new role. And to be honest, it sort of made sense to me. When I would go into a new role, I would listen to what people said and what they wanted to be changed in particular. And then I'd make the changes based on, my experience, my skills. But it was always from bottom up. But I knew that at the end of the day, the decisions I made, I had to take responsibility as a leader. And it worked out very well. And that was, back in my corporate career days back at Coca-Cola. And also each new team starter in my team, I would get them to present a 90-day plan to me and then hold them accountable for delivering it based on the same principles. Have you heard of this principle? And did you set 90-day plans in your old corporate world? You still may be in corporate. I'm not quite sure where you're listening and your role at the moment, but if you're still in corporate, I'd love to know if you're doing them, and if you aren't, I suggest that you doing it. But moving into my own business, it felt different. I don't know why. I think a lot of the habits that I learned in corporate, I sort of threw out the window for this new freedom. And I would set 90-day plans, yes, but I ended up working with mentors for normally 12 months at a time. I would learn from them and then go on to the next person to get a different skill set. And I had some great mentors over my 9 years. So these include Stefan Kazakis, Pete Williams, John Ramy, James Schramko, and Jamie Masters. So a big shout out to all of them, because I would not have achieved the success that I have if it wasn't for the time that I spent with them. Now, looking back, would I do things a little differently? Probably yes. I would have worked in 12-week sprints with a clear end goal. I just completed a 12-week sprint with Mary Henderson on launching my personal brand. But before we go into this, I would like to talk to you about Dubb. So it's D-U-B-B. It's an all-in-one sales and marketing video platform that helps to attract, convert, and retain more clients. I used it this week to record how-to videos for our new team member, Isabella, who came on board, and I know my team have done the same. So why don't check it out for yourself? Just go to buildlivegive.com/Dubb. So Mary and I, we had a 12-week roadmap with key milestones backed up with weekly calls. It really pushed me. I actually felt like I was back in corporate doing those M&As, which used to be hugely intense for a short period of time. And it also pushed my team. And it was actually great because it led to some restructures in my team. And to be honest, we've achieved a lot more than what we thought was possible over a 12-week period. It was brilliant. I loved it. And am I overriding content? You bet. Yes, it was, website copy, you name it. I had some good people, but most of it I had to come from myself. But has it been worth it? Absolutely, 100%. I now apply what I've learned from Mary into my own way of running my mentoring program called BLG Accelerate. It used to be a 12-month and it was group-based and one-on-one. And to be honest, it wasn't as clear and didn't get defined results in those first 90 days. So thank you, Mary, for shining the light on that. And now there is, such a change I'm seeing with the people that I'm working. And, there's an opportunity for my clients to work with me after the 12 weeks. So, we still have our sales machine as the LinkedIn community and other things. But to be honest, in that 12 weeks, we get the 80-20 out. And I'll mainly focus with them on building a sales system and building a high-performing team. Especially with a sales system, we can get a lot done in 12 weeks. So there are downsides like any change like this. So I now have to get more clients, which means that I've got to sell more. So my marketing and sales cost per client have gone up. I've also got to onboard more people, or my team have got to onboard more people. And also, I'm under the pump, right? So now I've got to deliver results in a shorter time frame, 12 weeks versus 12 months. But to be honest, I sort of looked at this and thought, well, they're internal things. They're not things relating to my clients. So the results for the clients are far outweighing the internal downsides. So if you're thinking of entering a 12-month mentoring program, it might be time to challenge the status quo. Ask them if they can have a 90-day plan or work in sprints. If you are mentoring others, so you're a coach or a mentor doing it for others, maybe it's time to test yourself and your status quo. Is it worth having a sprint, a 12-week program? So 3 key actions from today. 1, challenge your assumptions around a 12-month program. 2, work in 12-week sprints. Test it with some of your clients. And 3, if you'd like to see how I do it, just go to buildlivegive.com/ACC. So that's buildlivegive.com/ACC. And there's a free, I think it's 11-minute on-demand masterclass where you can see exactly how I do it. You can get all the links to the show notes at buildlivegive.com/podcast episode 235. And actually, by the time this goes live, it'll be at paulhiggins.com/podcast. So that's still episode 235. And, obviously you can find it on the app that you're listening to now. I recommend Pocket Cast app. It's fantastic for podcasts. I run it on my iPhone. If you want to find and convert your ideal clients on LinkedIn, you can go to blgclick.com and watch the free 30-minute on-demand masterclass. Please connect and follow me on LinkedIn. I post 3 times a week. That's where you'll see also podcasts like this launched. If you know someone interested in working in shorter sprints, please share this with them. If you have a topic you would like me to cover, just email me at paul@buildlivegive.com. Please take action to build a profitable and sustainable business and stay well.
Thanks for listening to the Build, Live, Give podcast. If you like what you heard, please share it and leave us a review. It would mean the world to us.